The question we all want an answer to is, there someone above us? Does it all have a meaning? We don't just go through our days. Many people go to religion in search of an answer, but the man we are going to talk about today has found a different and not obvious way to get through to heaven. Hello, everyone. You've certainly heard of hypnosis. Some of you may have even experienced it. Some use it to help people, while others have less noble goals. But our hero today has done something incredible. For an entire year, he and a psychologist friend held daily hypnosis sessions to force the mind to contact the creator. In the end, the person who picked up the phone was not the one the man had hoped to talk to. It all started with Nirvana. Win Rodham, from Vietnam, has devoted much of his life to Buddhism. From morning till night he was engaged only in service, pausing only for lunch and meditation. At some point, however, he decided to leave that phase of his life behind. Buddhism interested him solely because of the stories of Nirvana. However, he failed to achieve it during his years of practice. Some time later, he found out that something similar could cause hypnosis. After telling his acquaintance, who had studied at the Department of Psychology, they decided to conduct the experiment together. Win longed to feel this state of bliss. And his friend didn't mind practicing his powers of suggestion. The result was not long in coming. Within a month, the boy could sit for hours without moving. When he returned, he described these trips in a way that would make anyone want to try the same thing. But after a month of Nirvana, he heard a voice. At first he thought it was the pranks of a friend, but the friend convinced him it wasn't. No one was planning to stop. At first it was not clear that it was exactly a speech. It seemed to be just some kind of noise. But with each session it became clearer and clearer that it was someone else's talking, and in an unknown language. Nirvana was no longer the goal. They decided to focus on the voice. It took months before they managed to understand the first word. But even then they didn't know how to write it down. There were no such letters on the planet, and even no such sound. But that sound could be uttered mentally. And being there, that's exactly what he did. After the first utterance, the voices fell silent for a few moments, but then continued. Then he said it a few more times. And then he saw them. The energy he had observed in Nirvana began to take clear shape. It was no longer a play of the imagination, but the real world. Some being with many hands touched him, and he could understand them. With fright he wanted to interrupt the seance, but nothing came out. Then he tried to ask a question, but the creature was faster. How did you get here? I don't know. Accidentally. Can I ask you a question? A man hasn't been here for thousands of years, as far as I know. And your case is unprecedented. Tell me how you got here, and maybe I can answer your questions. He told him everything. Then the creature explained that they had blocked people from visiting their dimension. But they hadn't foreseen that someone would seek them out so diligently in this way. Are you God? If you're looking for someone to pray to, he's not here. No. We are not gods. But we are creators. And you are our creatures. What is the meaning of life? What comes after? Meaning? Your life? Too much honor for insects. You are our batteries. You produce the best kind of energy, unknowingly. Pure and renewable. That's your point. Rest assured, we will never let you disappear. Thousands of years ago you knew how to visit our world. We taught you. We wanted to make you equal. But then you learned that we were taking away things you didn't even know about and whose absence you didn't notice. You decided you were better off without us. But things can have an opinion. Your ambition led you to what you observe on a daily basis. You could have lived in harmony, but you chose to be free. For us, nothing has changed. What will happen in the end? Everything will be new. Forever. You don't deserve more. The man didn't risk contacting them again.